Okay, so actually, trigonometry we have already studying from our 10th standards, and then if if you have taken science in 12th standard, then you sure we have gone through trigonometry. So I will not discuss uh, in too much depth in trigonometry. So I will just go just overall view, uh, and if anyone wants to know in depth, then sure ask. Wherever you want, you find any difficulty, please ask. So basically, first we have to see angles measurement. So there are two types of measurement in our trigonometry, in our mathematics. uh, Suppose there is a circle. So if I want to measure any angle of the circle, then we have two units. One is called as degree, and other
Okay.
is called as radian. So just like we have meter, kilometer, these are units. These are also units, degree and radian. So what is the difference between degree and radian? Because all you have probably know what you mean by degree. So you know 360 means complete circle, 180 means half circle. All right. So but
Yes.
radian we rarely know, because we did not use in our real life what do you mean by radian. So I'm explaining how what is radian here. So suppose let's a circle uh, with a radius r, and let's say its center is O, and this radius is OA, and take another point, let's say B, and then we join this OB. So the radian is the angle subtended at the center of a circle by arc equal to the radius of the circle. So if our OA is R, then AB must have to be R. So that means whatever is our radius, if our arc length is also radius, then this angle is always called as 1 radian. Are you getting my point? So whatever be the radius, it may be 5 meter, 1 meter, 1 centimeter, but if the arc length will be same, then it is this angle is known as 1 radian. Got it? This definition? Anyone?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. So uh, let's say what is relation between this radian and degree. So let's say there is circle, and this is radius r. Okay. And then oh sorry, and join, just draw a line just passing through center, and obviously this is diameter AOB. So all you know, this angle is how much? What is this angle? Do you know, everyone?
180 degrees.
180 degree.
So everyone knows it is basically a straight line, 180 degrees. So this is R, and this half circle is making 180 degrees angle. So let's try to convert in radian. How much in radian it does? So wait a minute. Okay. So uh, as you can see here, this 180 degree is done by this r radius. Then what will be its circumference? Circumference of circle, you know, that is 2 pi r. Area is pi r square. Then obviously this is a circle. Then its length, this arc, say AB, this AOB arc with arc AOB. This arc AOB, how much it will be? This arc length AOB,
Pi r.
Pi r.
it will be pi r. So okay, now let's do pi r divided by r. That is, we know there is a simple formula for every angle. That is, angle is ratio of its arc by radius. Like whatever be the arc length and divide by its radius. So L is here pi r and divide by radius, that is r. So r divided by r cancels, and this is pi. And we denote radian with a small c as superscript. So we but already we know 180 degrees. This we know this angle is 180 degree, but from here formula it comes pi. That means these two angles are same. That means
Hello?
pi must be equal
I'm
to
interrupting in between.
180 degree.
Please, 1 second. Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, I'm interrupting here for 1 minute.
Hmm.
If anyone can, please record this session on your desktop because my network might break. I'm on the way. So if anyone can, please record it and send me on Telegram, okay? Just in case my network breaks and my recording fails, because we also have to upload it later. Okay. If possible, if you are seeing that option, recording option, please record this session. Okay, please go
Okay.
ahead now.
So basically there is a relation came out from our degree. This is our 180 degree and this is pi radian. So wherever we find 180 degree, that means this is known as pi radian. So if you convert is completely in what do you mean by then 1 degree 1 radian? So obviously it will be 180 whole divided by pi. That means 1 radian is equal to 180 degrees divided by pi. And this relation, so from here there are two relations we got, like you have to remember always, that is theta is equal to always L by R. Whenever you want to calculate angle, we have to always divide by its arc divided by its radius. And 2 is pi is equal to 180 degree. Pi radian is equal to 180 degree. Whenever you want to convert into degree to radian and radian to degree, then you have to use this formula. So these are two main things. Okay, someone can anyone tell what do you mean by then 2 pi? I mean 2 pi is how much will be in degrees?
360.
I mean, 360.
360.
360 degrees. And what does 360 degree mean?
Full circle.
Full circle. And we know full circle, for full circle the circumference is what? 2 pi
2 pi.
r.
Oh, yeah.
So and if we divide with radius, that is, this is arc length, actually this is arc length. Circumference is actually a arc length for a full circle. And if you divide with radius, then this radius cancel out and this comes 2 pi. So again from this formula also we get 2 pi. So These two things have to always keep in mind. So I will make it more easier how to use in exams. Like say there are 20 degree, 8 degree, and the question is convert to radians. Then we have to always say you have to always multiply pi by 180 into that angle. Got it? You have to always multiply by pi by 180 into that angle. And if you want to convert reverse, like radian to degree, then you have to multiply by 180 by pi. Just do it reverse. Okay. Okay. So actually this same CG we have to multiply in one case pi by 180 and in one case 180 by pi. But in exam time we may obviously confuse because uh, which one used to at which time. So I have one trick to remember. So we already know 180 is degree. So whenever you want in degree, always keep degree at as a numerator, like at the top. And whenever we want radian, always keep pi, that is radian, pi radian at the top. So you want a degree, so keep 180 degree at the top. If you want to radian, keep pi as a top. Okay. Okay. One question it may be also asked, which is greater, 1 degree or 1 degree or 1 radian? Which one is greater? This is very actually means simple question, but many of us we can be confused. So we can check it by easily convert. Like we know 1 degree is 1 degree. Okay, it's it. Then 1 radian is what? 180 degree by pi, right? So 180 by pi. Pi, if we assume pi as 22 by 7, then it's 180 by 22 by 7. That means it will be 180 by 22 multiplied by 7. So obviously you got it like this fraction will always come greater than 1, right? So we can say that 1 radian is always greater than 1 degree. Anyone doubt up to here? Okay. So now there are some examples. These are very easy examples. I will not solve it. Just tell it how to solve, and you will get. So just like 2.53 radian, we want to convert into degree. What I said, for if you want to degree, keep 180 degree as top, and then in bottom what will be pi, and multiplied with that value, that is 2.53, and then we got the answer. 144 degree radians into radians. That means if you want to radians, then keep always radian. That means pi c as the top and 180 degree at bottom, and multiply the value. That's 144. Okay. Now moving to the next part, length of the arc. I already mentioned length of arc, how to calculate. There is a very easy formula, theta is equal to L by R. But if you want to calculate L, then what will be?
Theta R.
Theta R, right? So everyone got it. Like if you want to calculate arc length, then always you have to multiply theta with radius. That means angle with the radius. But remember one thing, whenever you want to use this formula, always keep theta in radians. Don't use in degrees. Whenever you want to use this formula, theta is equal to L by R, then always keep theta in radians. Okay. Okay. Next comes to area of sector. Okay, what is mean by area of sector? And let's draw a simple diagram. Suppose there is a radius, and then we doing the radius APB, and the center is O. So this portion makes an angle theta, and the angle, the portion covered by this angle, like these two radius and this the arc, and this area is known as sector. Precisely, if you want to go in more detail, it is known as minor sector. Why minor sector? Because it is half than the semicircle. If it is more than the semicircle, it will we will say it major sector. How to calculate its area? Very easy. Its formula is area equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2, I think it's pi r square. R square theta. R square theta. If you want to know how this formula come, I will drive here. Otherwise, we will skip. Anyone want to know?
Yeah, please show.
Okay.
Please, sir, sure.
So let's say there are two circles. One is full circle and one is just a sector. Then we will compare these two circles. Like what will be the, this is radius r, and this is also radius r, and this full circle have angle that is theta is equal to 2 pi, and this small circle, let's say x, variable names should be something different. Let's keep it like angle. This angle is 2 pi, and this angle is known as, let's say, theta. We don't know, but it may be 30 degree, 60 degree. Let's say theta. So this circle has area is equal to pi r square, and circumference is 2 pi r. Okay. So, and here we know the arc length, that is let's say this is let's say its area we don't know actually. Let's area is equal to, let's just say a, and circumference here, I mean not the circumference, we will call it as a arc length. Arc length will be what? Let's say theta, angle is theta, radius is r, then arc length will be theta into r, right? Got it? Here there are,
I'm not understand this part. It's possible once you
Okay.
can repeat from top.
okay, I'm trying to go into different phase, and okay, let's compare two circles, and this circle has a circumference is 2 pi r, but we are taking a just a small portion like a sector, and this has an angle theta, and this has a as arc length l with radius r. Both the radius, let's say, same r. Here area will be what? Pi r square. Here r l, and here circumference will be what? Circumference means we are not actually using circle, right? We are, this is a sector, so here circumference is l. And what is l? If you use formula theta is equal to l by r, what is l?
Theta r.
Theta into r. Got it? Okay. So now as we know, thus angles, circumference, everything's are in the ratio. Like if a full circle has a area pi square, then this small portion will have the area in the same ratio. Like if we keep it as 2 pi r, and area is pi r square, and let's say this area we don't know, let's say a, and this arc length is theta into r. So what we are doing here, just like taking a ratio. So because so this circumference by this area and this circumference by this area, and this area we don't know, that is a. So here pi can be cancelled out, and this r can be cancelled out one. So area will be what? Uh, here is remains theta, and obviously, sorry, this r2 r are same, like, so this r into r square, and this 2 comes here like 1 by 2. Okay, this is the one process. Still, if you don't understand, I will make it like an I will try to use a different process, like a way like we do in high schools. Anyone
Clear.
clear? Okay, so this is one formula, and another formula we can use for it is, let's say total area is pi square. Then if we want to calculate area of only portion of the portion of the circle, then we will just divide the part of the angle with the total angle. Like if you want to calculate the area by 60 degree, then 60 degree divided by total angle. Total angle is what? Always 360. So that means we can use this formula also, like theta by 360 into pi r square. If we know theta and r, and but if we know uh, theta r, then we can also use this one. Nothing is different. Okay, here what is here, just if you want to use in degrees, you have to use this formula, because we are using like degree and degrees, and here you have to use theta in radians. There is the only difference. You have to use in radians, and we have to use this in degrees.
Okay, done. I got it.
Excuse me. It's theta by 360 into pi r square. This is the area. This is the formula to find the area, right?
Sector area, sorry, sector area. This is a circle area, and we want to just a portion of the area, like this area, like this is 60 degree. Then we will just divide this angle with the total angle and this whole circle area. Got it?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, meeting will end in 10 minutes, then again rejoin same link. Okay, so now we will do some examples. So I think, okay, I will not go into
Excuse me.
calculations. Yeah,
This again, this 1 by 2 theta r square is again the area sector.
yeah, this is the area sector. There is only one difference.
Yeah,
If
this
you
is
want,
with radius
use-
and that's with degree.
yeah,
Okay, thank you.
okay. Now here example, some we can uh, express this in radians and this in degrees. 792 degrees in radians and 752 in degrees. So I think you will all solve it, right? There is nothing to explain. If anyone to know again, please tell. I have given a formula already. If you want to use this, I mean, if you want to find this express in radians, so if you want to find in radian, then always use pi at the top and 180 degree at the bottom, and then multiply the value. And if you want to convert into degrees, then 180 at the top and pi at the bottom, then multiply the value, or whatever be the. Okay. So next question is, the angle of the triangle are in the ratio 235. Find them in radius and in degrees. I think you know everyone. That means uh, in any triangle, the sum of angles is always, let's say, this x, y, z. So x plus y plus z is always 180 degree. Okay. So this is but here the angles are not given. These are given in ratio. So if you want, if any ratio problem is there, then we can assume like with some constant multiplied, like if there is the ratio is 2, 3 and 5, then we can say, let's say, let angles be, let angles be 2x, 3x and 5x. Then this sum will be 180 degree. Then solve x from here. I think you will get x is 180 and divide 5, 3, 8 and 2, 10, like 18. So 18 what? Degree. So second question was in degrees and first was in radians. So degrees is fine. If you want in radians, then what will be 18 degree into pi by 180 radians. Got it, everyone?
Yeah, I got it.
So, but now still, this is not the answer. Actually, you have to find the answer like these are the answer: 2x, 3x, and 5x. So if I got 18 degree as an x, then first angle will be 2 into 18. Second is 3 into 18. Third is 5 into 18.
So actually value should be 2 into 18, right?
Sorry.
Actually value should be 2 into 18, 3 into 18, 5 into 18, like this, right?
Actually, can anyone explain me, sir? There is a lot background noise. I cannot get it. Or you can write in chat.
I guess he's asking that we 2 and multiply into 18.
Yeah, 2 into 18. Let's say we already let. I mean, we assume that these values are 2x, 3x, and 5x. So if we got x is equal to 18 degree, then we have to always get the original values like 2x, then 2 into 18, 3x means 3 into 18, 5x means 5 into 18. And in the same way, in the radians also. Okay, whatever you get the value, multiply all with 2, 3, and 5. Okay. 3 into 18, yeah. 2 into 18, 3 into 18, and 5 into 18. So anyone have still doubts?
One second, I want to tell you that this move on this question part. This move on. Sure. This is writing 2 into 18. It should be 2 into 18 or it should be 2 equal to 36. Which one is correct? 2 into 18 or 36?
Yeah, this
Or
one is
36.
36 and this one is 54 and this one is 90. This is the answers.
I have it wrong without now. This is clear now. Thanks.
Still not clear. Then you can write in the chat because there is a lot of background noise coming from your side.
Sorry for this. Actually, I have this doubt, which is 2 into 8. Once again, moment, please. 2 into 18, 3 into 18, 5 into 18. So, which is the answer? 2 into 18 or 60 degrees? Which is the answer?
Still, I mean, anyone understand what he's saying? That's right. There is a lot of background. No, answer is all three. Like the answer is what? Answer you have to find. What are the angles? Angles means there will be always three angles. So all these three are angles. First is these three angles, and second is also these angles. Like you can see, if you can see in the book, there is A, B, C. These are in the radians answer, and these are in the degree answer. All are these three answers. Okay, I think it's clear. So let's move to the next question. So an arc of circle substance 50 degree at the center. If the radius is 4 centimeter, find the length of the arc. So again, let's understand what it's given and what we have to find. So in this sum, if I want to draw a small angle, angle here. This is 15 degree. Radius is 4, and find the length of the arc. Means we have to find L. So what is given here? Theta is equal to 15 degree, and radius is equal to 4. Find the length of the arc. Means we have to find L. Area of the sector. We have to find area of the sector. So anyone? What will be the answer? L is what?
L is theta r.
Theta r. So it will be 15 into 4, like 60 centimeter. Is it correct or not?
Now we need to
Maybe it should
change it to radius.
Because
We need-
we have to convert into radians first, because this formula is always useful in radians. So we have to convert into radians. Okay. So this concern, we got theta is equal to 15, r is equal to 4. We have to find arc length, but for arc length, we need to convert this into radians. So for radians, what we need? Pi by 180 multiplied by this angle. And this will be, oh, I'm just cheating from here and writing like 5 radian by 12. Okay. So theta is actually this. Now we can calculate our L, that is arc length, and this will be our L, and that will be theta into.
Hey, I think
R.
your screen is stuck on your the previous page. I think you need to check what screen you
Oh,
are sharing.
sorry, by mistake I.
Yeah, no problem. You just check and please. Okay.
Yeah. So
Just
So here
repeat it from
we
where you were. Just explain it to everyone what you were saying. No, you don't need to undo
Yeah,
it. Just explain it.
okay. So theta is equal to 15 degree, and we convert into by pi multiply by pi by 180, and then we got into radians. That is theta is equal to pi by 12 radians, and that I earlier said like I put it from here, but we have to do calculations, and then our L we can calculate theta into R, and theta is 15, not 15. We have to use this radian like pi by 12, and this R is 4. So it cancels out, and this time not cheating, and this is pi by 3. What? Pi by 3, what will say? Radian, centimeter, what?
Radian.
No. This has no unit,
Okay.
but this has centimeter. So what will be it?
Centimeter.
Right, centimeter. So it is pi by 3 centimeter. Got it, everyone? In the same way, we can calculate area. So area is equal to half r square theta. R square is 4 into 4 power 2, and theta is what? 15 degree? No,
Pi by
5
12.
Okay. So it cancel out 1, 2, and this is 4 square means 16, but we cancel out with 2, and it will come as 8. And then again, some cancellation 4, 2, 3. 2 pi by 3. What will be unit?
Centimeter square.
Centimeter square, because it is area. Okay. Okay. So this question, anyone have doubt? Number 3.
Hello. Could you explain the area again? Second.
Okay. So
I think it will be easier if you mention the formula of area first separately, and then you do it so that
Also-
they will understand it.
okay. So we already used theta is equal calculated. Theta is equal to
Pi by 12.
pi by 12 in radian. And radius we have 4. So we get area, and that area formula of area we know already, theta r square theta or r theta whatever, theta r square, and this is half theta. Theta means pi by 12. R square is 4 into 4, and now it comes 2 pi by 3 centimeter square. Fine.
Is it clear now, everyone?
एक मिनट कुछ वेबिनार चल रहा है यार.
Please mute your mic if you are done. Anyone else?
लाइव क्लास चालू हो गया यार.
Can you mute
next
this guy?
we go to the next.
यार तो तुम पढ़ना पड़ेगा.
Whoever is speaking, can you mute him?
Okay. 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 So next question: a spaceship moves in a circular orbit of radius 7,200 kilometer around the Earth. How far does it travel while sweeping an angle 180 degree? Clearly mentioned here radius. So R is 7,200 kilometers, and angle is, that is theta is 100 degree. So we need to find how far it does travel. So that means if we imagine our Earth here, the spaceship is going like this. So this is arc length we need to calculate, like this line from here to here. And this angle radius is now 2,200, and this angle is given 100 degree. Okay, so for L we can use theta into R, 100 into but we have to again, this is degree, we have to again convert into radian, so multiply by pi by 180 and into 7200. So whatever we, I'm again putting somewhere 4005 kilometers. If you want to more the detailed answer, just replace pi with 22/7. But if you question in question it is asked, then only. Okay, clear everyone? So this was just a simple formula. Now comes to trigonometrical functions. Okay, first let me recap what we learned previously. So first we learned like theta is equal to L by R. This is formula, and this is only used in radians. Okay. Then we learned pi radian is equal to 180 degrees, and we learned 1 radian is equal to 180 degree by pi, and we learned 1 degree is equal to pi by 180 radian, and we learned sector area. Area of circle we already know pi square, circumference is 2 pi r, and we learned sector area, and that is half r square theta, and then we learn that is theta by 360 into pi r square. These are all. Now comes to trigonometric functions. So let's assume a triangle, right angle triangle with a vertex A, B, C, and then we have some terminology like this is right angle, so 90 degree, and the vertical side, vertical leg of the triangle is always known as perpendicular. Not always, like we assume. Okay, this is dependent on the angle, and I will explain it later. And the front the just opposite side of the 90 degree, this is known as hypotenuse. And the one that is lying around that horizontal line, that is known as base. But all these three set up with respect to this angle only. Let's say this angle is theta, then for this angle this will be perpendicular. Hypotenuse is fixed always, this is always. And how we identify? Just opposite of 90 degree. And base and perpendicular depends on this angle. If this angle we considering, then the base will be the attached side and the perpendicular will be the opposite side. But if we consider this angle, like this is x, for x, base will be the attached side like AB, and perpendicular will be opposite side like BC. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Do you have any doubt? Okay. Next, go to the terminologies. So we have actually in any triangle we can only have perpendicular, hypotenuse, base. Okay, let's write it down again. Perpendicular, but not in that order. Hypotenuse, no. Okay, there are six, with these three sides, we can have six ratios that is known as sine. In short, we say sine. So the long terminology skipping this, and I'm writing the short versions like sine of theta, and this is always perpendicular by hypotenuse, and then cos of theta, cosine in long, it is always base by hypotenuse. Then we have tan, like it will be always perpendicular by base, and then we have cot, it will be always like cot here, it will be always perpendicular by, sorry, just reverse of the tan, like this is p by b, then cot will be b by p. Reverse of the sign is reverse means reciprocal here. Okay, reciprocal of sine is cosec, and that will be h by p. Reciprocal of cos will be sec, secant means sec, and that will be h by b. Okay, if you want to remember this is p, b, p, and just write h, h, p. This chart, first one is sine, second one is cos, third one is cot, sorry, tan, and the reverse ones are cosec, sec, cot. Okay, now what is the relations between them? If we do sine into cosec, what you will get? Anyone?
Maybe it should be h by p, right?
1.
1, correct answer. So why it is 1? Because it is p by h. You see here, it is p by h, and cosec is what? H by p. If you write p by h and h by p, then what? It cancel out and 1. Got it? Then if I say cos into sec, then
Again 1.
again 1, and then tan
1.
into what? Again 1. Okay, so now again I'm telling us, so we got three identities like sine into cosec, cosec into sec, tan into cot. This all is 1. Okay, sine by cos, what you will get? Sine is what? P by h. Cos is what? B by h. What will be finally? P by b, because that will be cancelled out. But P by b is, we know, tan. So this comes a new identity. Sine by cos will always tan. Then what will be cos by sine?
1 by 10.
1 by 10. Good. Again, what is 1 by 10?
Cot.
Good. That means cos by sine, we can directly say cot, right? Okay, so going to next formulas or more formulas, these formulas. Okay, I think this will be not required anytime, so I'm skipping this one. I'm covering whatever will be required in mathematics.
Although it would be nice if you just give a brief description. Some people might be interested.
Okay. So if you will say here is x, r, y, but we know with Pythagoras theorem we can say r square is equal to x square plus y square. Okay. So we know all this sine, cos, cosec, sec, tan, cot. Okay. But what we can do now, sine is equal to for this angle. Sine is what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular is what for this angle? Y. And hypotenuse is what? R. So if we place R, it is x square plus y square root over. Okay. So this will not be used. Similarly, we can derive cos and tan, but that will not be used. I'm taking you with where it will be mostly used and what is the main formulas that we can get. Okay, so these formulas already discussed, like the reciprocal ones and the tan one. Okay, now there are three more important formulas. From these three formulas, rest are derived, and these formulas are A, B, C. First one is sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. It is always 1. We can prove it like, let's say LHS. Whenever you want to prove something, always do LHS and RHS. Explain LHS and also explain RHS and make it like prove LHS and RHS equal. So LHS is what? Sine square theta, but we know sine square is what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. So p square by h square. Cos is what? B by h, like base by hypotenuse. So b square by h square. H square will be common denominator. So here it will be remain b square plus b square. But from Pythagoras, Pythagorean theorem, we said like perpendicular square plus base square is always hypotenuse square, right? So this will be h square divided by x square, and that will be 1. So sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 root, because RHS is equal to 1. Okay. Anyone want to prove this one also? B and C. Then I will prove. Then otherwise I will skip. Nobody want that proof? Oh, okay. So I'm in short, I'm writing whatever the main formulas we got. Like first is sine square theta plus cos square theta, and that is equal to always 1. Second is this formula, but it will be better to remember like this: sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. And third one is cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. So these three identities we have to always remember. Okay. And from these identities, we can also convert from one expression to another. Like I want to convert sine into cos or cos into sine. Then how we can do that? Like if I want to convert into cos, then cos square will be, if we take sine square to opposite sign, then it will be 1 minus sine square theta. Then again, cos theta will be what? Square root of 1 minus sine square theta. Got everyone? So you have to remember always these formulas, and then rest of the formulas we can derive. Okay, up to here anyone have any doubt? Okay, I think
If
no.
anyone has any
Uh,
doubts, you can unmute your mic and ask. You don't need to be shy or you don't need to keep quiet. You can ask actually. That's why we
One
are.
second, please. 1 second, please. Declare this as formula C. 1 plus cos to the cos square
Okay,
theta.
you mean to say, okay, this one. C is actually this one, just reverse. I mean, I've taken the square to this side. So I will prove this one. The formula is 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. So whatever we can convert it like 1 cosec square theta minus cot square theta equal to 1. And then we are trying to prove. I'm converting this just like same, but because all will look similar. Okay, now LHS is what? Cosec square theta. Cosec. We don't know cosec, but we know sine. Sine is what? P by
But
A.
but one is change the position. So maybe one is should be -1 or same. Because he is
No, yeah,
one is
because
change the.
okay, I'm explaining. It will be not changed. If we take cot square to this side, okay, after 10 minutes meeting will be end. So everyone please resume. So if we take cot square to this side, this sign will be negative, and this will be like 1 is equal to cos square theta minus cot square theta. Okay. So now if I just move 1 at the other side, or we can keep it like same, like LHS is 1, let's prove with RHS. So RHS is what? Cosec square theta minus cot square theta. So we know sin theta is P by H. Cosec is what? H by P. That is reciprocal. So it will be H square by P square. Cot. We don't know cot, but we know tan. Tan is what? P by B. So reciprocal of this B by P. So B square by P square. And then if we take common as P square, then it will be H square minus B square. Then H square minus B square. Again, this is hypotenuse. So we can write hypotenuse as P square plus B square from Pythagoras, and minus B square divided by P square. So this one cancel out first, and P square by P square is 1. Got it, everyone?
Yeah, I got it, but not too well.
Where? I mean, in which side? I will write more.
You just change the position and like 1
Oh,
plus the cos square. So cos square is change the position. Maybe it should be -1 or like same.
Okay, I am proving it without changing its position. Okay, 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. Let's don't change the position. So let's say 1 plus cot square theta. What is LHS? It is 1 plus cot square theta. Then 1. Cot square theta is what? We know tan is P by B. So cot will be B by P. So B by P squares. So it will be, if we take P square as a denominator, then P square into 1, P square, and plus B square. It will be P square plus B square by H square. Okay. Now P square plus B square. From Pythagoras, we know P square plus B square is hypotenuse square. Then it will be H square by P square. Then RHS. RHS is what? Cosec. Cosec means we know reciprocal of sine. Sine is what? P by H. So reciprocal of P by H is H by P squares.
Bro,
So
I'm
LHS
interrupting for 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Our meeting will end in 6 minutes 30 seconds. So how much longer can you take? If you can take longer, then we can just join it again. And how many people can join it again if it ends?
Yeah, definitely I will join. If you arrange the next meeting, definitely I will there. Otherwise, you can share also.
Yeah, that's because
link.
this meeting will end in 6 minutes. So if you want it to continue, please write in the chat how many people want to continue, so that if so, then
yes, because mathematics is really
Yeah, mathematics they need time for understanding so many formula.
yeah, that's why we will try to keep mathematics class always in second class or third class, so that it can take as much time it takes, no problem.
Yeah, we will join again.
Okay, fine, then let's continue now. When your meeting closes, just click on the link and you will be able to join it again. Okay.
Sure.
okay.
Please continue.
So this is clear. This is clear here. I mean, this proof is now clear, everyone.
Yeah, I clear.
Okay.
Yes, bro.
Now go to the next. Okay, this is again, this proof is for tan cot. I'm not going to that. Now, what are the values of the angles? Okay, I think before the angles we have got some exercise. So let's do some exercise, then it will make more practice. Our practice good. Like we have to prove this. This sine theta plus cosec theta whole square plus cos theta plus sec theta whole square is equal to 7 plus tan square theta plus cot square theta. We need to prove these two are equal. So let's say LHS is equal to sine theta plus cosec theta whole square and plus cos theta plus sec theta whole square. Let's break it into formula of a plus b whole square. So we know formula of a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So it will be sine theta whole square, I mean sine square theta, cosec theta whole square will be cosec square theta plus, oh sorry, I forgot 2ab. 2ab means 2 sine theta into cosec theta and plus b square, that means cosec theta square. Now plus again, we will break this one again. So cos, that means cos square theta 2 cos theta into sec theta plus sec square theta. Now we need to prove this one, but we have this thing. From nowhere we are able to see how we will get. So how to think, let's say how we can eliminate few things and how we can convert few things. So you can see here, first we got sine square theta plus cos square theta. So everyone know sin square theta plus cos square theta. Just we read like sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1, right? So
Yes.
this becomes 1 plus sine and cosec are reciprocals. Like this is p by h and this is h by p. So this will be cancelled out. So this will become 2. What is remaining now? These things, I mean, let it mark in yellow, in black. These things, these and these. Again, cos and sec are reciprocal. We know b by h and h by b. So this will cancel out. This will be 2. Plus, what is remaining now? Cosec square theta plus sec square theta. So now it is what? 1 plus 2 plus 2, that is 5 cosec square theta. But we have to convert into either tan or cot. But for cosec, we don't have any formula for tan. We have any formula for cot, like 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. Just I proved that. So instead of cosec, we can write 1 plus cot square theta. In similar way, for sec, we have formula 1 plus tan square theta. So overall it will be 5 plus 1 plus 1, 7 plus cot square theta plus tan square theta. Anyone have doubt? So last problem is, anyone have any doubt?
No, bro.
We just so let's move to the next one. This one is a little bit trickier. So here you can see tan theta by tan theta. Sorry, tan theta plus sec theta minus 1 by tan theta minus sec theta plus 1 equal to cos theta whole divided by 1 minus sin theta equal to 1 plus sin theta by cos. Means at a time we have to prove 3 things equal. So let's start with LHS. So tan theta plus sec theta minus 1 divided by tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. Okay. So we have a formula for tan and sec, we know, and that is sec square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. We will use it here, but how? So you can see here is 1. This comes in pair tan plus sec, and we will make another pair. For instead of 1, we can write sec square theta minus tan square theta whole divided by so tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. So tan theta plus sec theta, keep it like that. But here we in algebra we have already studied a formula for a square minus b square, and that is a plus b, a minus b. So we can use that here. Sec theta plus tan theta and sec theta minus tan theta whole divided by tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. Okay.
So
You can
how
see
you
here.
use this formula? how you use this formula a square minus b square in number 2,
Oh,
line number
yeah.
2.
Instead of a, you see here sec minus tan square
Yes.
theta. So
Yes.
instead of a, we are putting like sec square theta and minus b like tan square theta, and then we can split it like that. Then a plus b and a plus minus b, like sec plus tan, sec minus b. Got it?
Yeah, I got it now.
Okay. Now this tan plus sec and sec plus tan, these two things are common in
Yes.
so we can take it common as tan plus sec, and what will remain? It will remain here. We are nothing. That means if there is nothing and still we take common, then it will remain as 1. And here it is remain sec theta minus tan theta, or divided by tan minus sec plus 1. Okay. So can this and this will be cancelled out? I mean this whole in bracket terms, in whole bracket term. Anyone? Can I cancel this?
No, bro.
Why no?
Because there is
He,
plus tan theta and minus sec theta in the denominator, and they are not same.
Right. So I have to take it where it actually we are learning together. So I think I done mistake, or I mean, what is I? Let's
There
find
was
what.
one doubt that
Yeah.
why we are not changing the value of 1 in the denominator. We can also change there also, no? And we can cancel out the same terms.
Right. You said right. But okay. Okay. Let's try that.
We can try it
Okay.
once.
Hmm. So in denominator we see tan plus sec into, in numerator 1 plus sec minus tan, and denominator if we use the same thing, tan minus sec plus 1, and sorry, instead of plus 1 I will make it like sec square minus tan square, and then if we split sec minus tan and tan plus 1, no, I think this will not work because we will not able to take common out, and this will not help. Let's see how its solution is there. So we are taking out tan plus sec. I write the question wrong. Oh, sorry. I am writing question wrong. And just sign. Forgot this sign. You see here there is minus 1. Okay.
Yes, bro.
So this will be minus,
plus minus.
right?
Yes.
So this will
Yeah,
be
yeah.
minus. So if we take out 10 plus sec, then what will be remain? 1 here, and this minus will change the sign of this. Got it? This minus will change sign of this. If it is plus,
Yes.
then it will be plus into minus, it will be minus here. And this minus into minus tan, it will be
Tan
plus.
theta minus
Plus.
1.
Got it here, or explain again?
Just write whatever the final thing you have found out. Just erase it, this screen and write that in a sequence so that people don't get confused.
Right.
Right? Yeah. And yeah, it is true. We are all learning together here. So we all should give our input whenever there is any kind of like we stop anywhere.
So as I said, this -1 I replaced with sec square theta minus tan square theta, but again this will be in brackets and all divided by tan theta minus sec theta plus 1, and then this will be tan plus sec minus sec theta plus tan theta multiplied by sec theta minus tan theta, all divided by tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. Now common out will be this plus term, so it will be tan plus sec, and what will be remain? 1 minus, and this due to this minus sign, it will be -1 into sec, that is minus sec theta, and this minus into minus plus tan theta, and all divided by tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. I think someone will get confused here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to point out. There will be confusion there.
So now these terms, tan minus
Can
sec
be
plus 1,
cancelled.
1 minus sec plus tan, these are same, 1 plus 1 minus sec plus tan plus 10. So this can be cancelled, and now this will be tan theta plus sec. But we have to see what we have to prove. Actually, cos theta by 1 minus sin theta means we have to prove cos by 1 minus sin. Then what will be strategy here? How we need to proceed? Because we need to convert into cos into sin. Then so we have to check what is formula for tan with respect to cos sin. We know sin by cos is tan. So we can write it here. Tan is equal to sin by cos. And for sec, we know it is reciprocal of cos. That is 1 by cos is equal to sec. So we can write this 1 by cos. Okay. So at least we got in sin and tan, sin and cos. So now it will be cos theta, and in the upper term will be sin theta plus 1. I think we got the third proof. You see, we need third proof is 1 plus sin by cos. So the
Yes,
third proof
bro.
we got already. So this is third term, and this is proof. So from here we have to got again here. So there, we can do one thing. Cos 1 minus sin cos. Okay, we can multiply with cos theta up and down. There will be one benefit. I will tell it later. What will be benefit? In trigonometry, I will say if you don't remember formula, your pen will don't move, because formula is everything. If you know formula, means you can write, you can convert from anywhere to anywhere. But if you don't know formula, your pen will not move. So sin theta plus 1 into cos theta, and in the bottom here is cos square theta. But instead of cos square theta, we will change something. We will write 1 minus sin square theta. Do you have any doubt from where I get this cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta?
No, bro.
No. Maybe anyone doubt
This was the
in
first formula, right?
One-
Sin square plus cos square is equal to 1. So from there we can take cos square is equal to 1 minus sin square, right?
Yes.
Yes, bro.
So cos into cos square, instead of that we write 1 minus sin square. And now instead of 1, can we write at 1 square? Because 1 and 1 square is same.
Yes, bro.
What is benefit of that? Can anyone tell what is will be the next step? We can apply a formula for algebra here, but which formula? Can anyone tell why I have done like this? We have a formula again. We have used like a square minus b square is what? A plus b.
square.
Yeah. So a plus b minus b. So this will be 1 plus sine and 1 minus sine. So what will be benefit here? This will be cancelled out, and this will be cos by 1 plus sine. So this was our result. I mean the second term that we need, cos theta by 1 minus sin theta. Okay, but we got plus theta. Why? Oh, sorry, there is one mistake.
We cancel wrong.
Sorry. This is very silly. 1 10 plus 1 and this is 1 plus. So now it will be cos by 1 minus 1. Okay, now this was clear. We proved that, but again, you will all be think like here. I did not told you. I just multiplied here cos theta and did randomly. But why we'll do that? We can multiply cos, tan, sec, anything. But why cos? Because my strategy was to think I have to bring 1 minus sine. And 1 minus sine can be bring with this relation, sine square plus cos square. And this relation can be only applicable when there is cos square. Got it? Cos square. So for cos square, we have to multiply cos. You got it?
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
So let's see next question. I think this is enough, everyone, or want to go more? I mean, so this page is done. If we
As
go
you
to
like, bro. We are enjoying.
okay, I will this not solve this one, but I will tell just how it is solved. Okay, this will be an easier one. So cosec minus cot, we have to prove this. So we
Okay.
took cosec. Sorry.
Continue.
LHS is equal to cosec A minus cot A. So we know cosec. Cosec is reciprocal of sine. But again, why I will go to sine? There must be some reason. Because we need to go into cos and cos. Okay. So to go to cos, there is no direct way with cosec. We have a formula with sine with cosec, and sine have formula with cos. So to go from cosec to cos, we need to go from cosec to sine. So cosec is equal to 1 by sine. Cot is cos by sine. We know formula that is that sine by cos. If we write more and more, it will remember again. Sine by cos was tan. Cos by sine will be reversed. That is 1 by tan. And 1 by tan is cot. So cot is cos by sine. We took sine A as common, I mean LCM. And then sine A, here is top at 1. The top is cos A. So it is remaining 1 minus cos A by sine A. Again, sine A I think from here I will do some different thing, otherwise we will not get it. Everyone. If you okay, I was using up to here. I mean, we brought LHS is equal to 1 minus cos A by sine. Okay. Now after that, we can do same thing. Okay, I have to bring 1 minus cos A by 1 plus cos A. Okay. We will not do anything more here. We will do RHS. We will solve RHS. That will be equal. RHS is 1 minus cos by 1 plus cos.
Actually, bro, what is the meaning of RSS and LHS?
Okay. Suppose there is an equation. For any equation, we have three parts: left hand expression and right hand expression, and equal to in between. So this is known as left hand side, and this is known as right hand side. So LHS for left hand side, RHS for right hand side.
Whose mic is on? Please put in mute, because someone we are not hearing properly. Whose mic is on? Please put in mute as possible. Okay, bro. 1 second, please explain again. Sorry for this. What is the difference between LHS and RHS? Please.
So for any equation, we have three expressions. One is the left hand expression and right hand expression. This equal to defines this left hand expression and right hand expressions are equal. So
Okay.
this the left portion is known as just simply left hand side, and right portion is known as just simply right hand side. Nothing else.
Okay.
So 1 minus cos A y by 1 plus cos A. What we can do here, we will multiply with something. But what something? You have to think. We have to bring sine A. So how sine A will come? There is a relation with sine and cos, but in squares, right? In squares. So how will squares come? There is 1 plus cos A. If you multiply with 1 minus cos A, and here 1 minus cos A, obviously we have to multiply with same up and down. So then
It
1
should be
minus
square,
cos A
right?
into 1 minus what? 1
It
minus
should be-
cos A whole square, and
Okay.
below will what? 1 into 1 square, cos into cos
Cos
square.
square.
That is a plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square. This square and root will cancel out. It will be top at 1 minus cos A, and at bottom it is root over 1 minus cos square. Again, we will use the formula 1 minus cos square is what? Sine square A, right? Again, this is square and root will cancel out, and that is 1 minus cos A by sine A. True. Anyone have doubt?
No.
Okay.
No.
So I think this is only 10 minutes left, but I am leaving from before here. Okay. So next we will learn later on, maybe on Wednesday. Okay.
Okay.
Because
So today we need to finish
Okay.
this session.